first met George, I think about a year and a half ago, and we did a class here way back when, and I liked his jam, like I liked his style of teaching, just be yourself. And so I got pretty excited about it last year when I was out of the country. I wanted to keep working, so I signed up with George, and I do a weekly lesson with him every week, and I like it. It's good. I do monologues all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So fun. So it's interesting, George busts me when I'm acting, and I have come to the point now when I feel when I'm not being myself and I'm acting, becoming an actor, and I can feel it. I'm like, okay, man, that is not working.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to do. But I'm aware of it, which is good. You're teaching me that. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. We all have those things, like it never ends. The growth process and training continues
Forever.
No matter how much, even if you're working. I had a teacher who was very famous in theater. He was a director in New York, and he taught one of the original actors of the group theater. The group theater was, in its heyday, it changed, revolutionized acting. You know, Brando and all these people came out of the teachers of the group theater, Stella Adler, and anyway, Sandy Meisner and Strasberg and all that. A guy named Morris Karanowski, and he got to direct him in a play. And he was a founding member of the group theater, and he taught acting at Brandeis. I think he was the dean of acting there, and done like 10,000 performances on Broadway. He was 60-something years old at the time, and he came to Gene, a man named Gene Frankel, and he said, Gene, first day of rehearsal, I want you to just pretend that I don't know anything about acting. Like, I'm in your hands. Like, I'm a beginner. This is day one. And he was really impressed that he came to him with that, and they gave him that gift because he knew he was this daunting figure from the group theater and done all this Broadway and did like one of the most famous Shakespeare. He played, I think, The Merchant of Venice, and like a classic production in New York. But he gave him that kind of permission to say, do whatever you want with me, because he was still learning. You know, even though he'd been acting since he was 15, and at 65, he's still learning. And that's why he was so brilliant as an actor. He didn't have his part in his pocket, walked in with everything figured out. He was still discovering and learning. He knew that it was kind of an endless process. And I think that's like really an important, healthy attitude to have.